Aha, hello, I'm back. Again, I'm gonna play. Well, so I've been to Paris, and tomorrow I'm leaving for the US for a summer school for 2 weeks. I am not really hyped. I'm not having the best of days, really. I'm feeling quite lonely because all my friends are away and stuff. And the family yearly fishing contest was on yesterday, and I, of course, couldn't be there because I'm here. And, well, I can't even find my ducky. One of my duckies. I need a ducky when I travel. I don't need a ducky when I travel, but it helps me feel less lonely, I think, because it's like having a traveling companion. Now I'm just talking. Why am I talking so much? Let me shut up for a second. What I'm gonna play is a game called 60 Parsecs. I got it in the Humble Monthly, I think. So I figured I'll try it out here. I don't know anything about it. I think it's another of those 60-second games, like Minute, but not. Um, so yeah, I just miss my friends and I need to talk a bit. I didn't talk at all yesterday, I think, because, well, it doesn't matter. Let's just go for it, shall we? So I haven't played this game at all. I've just trimmed in the audio, as per usual, using the menu music. So let's see what happens, if it even starts. Hello? There we go. Do-do. Robot gentleman. So yeah, there's this INPC conference in Glasgow I was supposed to go to it as well. I'm actually still on the schedule, which is pretty bad since I can't be there, but yeah. Then this summer school came along, which suits my project very well, so I'm going to that. Stony Brook University on Long Island. So I'm leaving early tomorrow morning. Anyway, 60 parsecs. Let's see what it is. Ooh, I got a fancy mouse pointer. Looks a bit creepy though. I feel I should probably click this thing. Welcome to the Astro Citizen program. In order to ensure your comfort during your stay on the space station, please adjust the settings of your cabin. Seems alright. Pick an Astro Citizen cadet, DD or Emmett. Let's go for Emmett. Space Street. Alert, nuclear apocalypse imminent. Executing order 1961. New protocol initiated. Commence Astro Citizen emergency drill and brace for nuclear impact. Okay. Nuclear impact? Whoa, what am I live in space, the biggest space event starring all American citizens. Right there. I just click this thing, I guess. Welcome to Icarus 13 space station, Astro Citizen. Right, I don't know what's going on at all, but I don't really like it. Hang on, what do you mean soup? I need to gather the soup and drop it into this escape shuttle. Okay. You know, this game is a bit mad, isn't it? Hang on. Do I go down there or just drop it? How do I drop it? There we go. Find some medical supplies. Okay, so I'm just clicking my mouse to pick things up and drop them, it seems. Is that a nudie mag? Find some medical supplies. Okay. Hello? What am I doing? Okay, so I'm just running around now trying to find medical supplies. I don't like this art style at all, it makes me a bit nervous. Medical supplies. Ah, that's, I see, it's marked if you look for it. So I'll have to go up here, grab this thing, find the handbook. That's a handbook surely, but not the handbook. Fair enough. Okay, stream is looking alright, I think. So as I said, I know nothing of this game so far. I don't know if I like it. I think I don't really, but maybe it will develop. I got it in, I think in the Humble Monthly, if I recall correctly. I don't know, I tend to jump on things when games are free as well, so this might have been a free game. But I think I got it in the last Humble Monthly or something. What's on the whiteboard? Soup. Okay. And the standard model of particle physics down to the right. The little ground chain. Okay, great. And the Schrödinger equation. Fair enough. I just need the handbook, mate. Find the handbook. Where? I feel I've looked most places. Sort of. Are there any other controls? Right, so I chuck those down the thing. There's the handbook. Head back to the escape shuttle. So I needed probably to throw them in before it lit up. Find some crafting resources. Okay. So is this the game then? This means it's not a minute game as I thought it was. Like, you have 1 minute and that's life basically, and then you progress. Well, like the game Minute that I played last time. Ah, there you go. Because I seem to be living for a long time. Help them down the hatch. Alert? What do you mean, alert? Grab whatever and whoever you can. And now I have 60 seconds. I see.
Nope. Nope.
To the shuttle. Well, it's alright. Okay. I don't know what these things are. I guess I'll find out. Come on, mate. Hurry up. What do you mean no? Oh, I see it's full. Alright. Well, let's get down there now. Okay. Good. And now everything blows up and I'm alright in the escape shuttle, potentially. Duct tape. Duct tape fixes all problems, but how do you fix duct tape? That's a very philosophical question for a Sunday afternoon. The loading times are immense for a game this small. Like, this basic. Day 1. Okay, so I left the rest of them to die, I suppose. Hey, Astro Computerized Assistant, reporting for duty. You must be Emmett, right? I am pleased to announce that according to my data, you qualify to become the captain of this vessel. Welcome aboard the Escape Shuttle, Captain. On behalf of the Astro Citizen Program, please accept our apologies for the this word for me. Negligible inconvenience of being hurled 60 parsecs away from Earth. Your mission, find a safe place to land, and then try to contact the outside world. Please power up the main computer for further instructions. It's located in the center of the shuttle. Follow the regular rationing protocol and feed your crew. Take it away, Captain. Right, so I probably picked up a few too few things, yeah? Make 5 successful intelligence attribute decisions. Find an appropriate landing spot. Emmett Elias. Despite his brilliant mind, Emmett has always been undervalued and misunderstood by his peers. Seeking scientific challenge. Ah, well. What's this? Sock puppet stops insanity, or so they say. Right. Okay. That's an atomic battery that I picked up. Interesting. Crafting module. Unavailable. Soup. Alright, let's just do what it says. Captain, all Astra citizen missions begin with the commanding officer delivering a morale-boosting speech. Don't let me stop you. Everyone is really looking forward to your speech, Captain. So am I. This is it. You can really show what breed of captain you will be on this incredible journey. What kind of speech will you give? I'll give an intelligence speech. Thank you. And then I end the day, I suppose. I see, I think, maybe. Day 2. You knew exactly what to say. Your convincing speech was more than enough to prove your worth as captain of the last human crew in the universe. That was quite a performance, Captain. Your crew started cheering even before you were finished with your speech. Long live the captain, filled the cabin. If any sound could travel out through the soundless void outside the hull of your ship, that would be it. One thing is for sure, you are ready for any challenge this galaxy throws at you. Inspired by your smart leadership style, I allowed myself to power up the enzyme generator in the back of the shuttle. It will produce some useful chemicals for you daily. April says she is glad to have you as a captain. Baby reported being glad to have you as his captain. Good, I guess. Captain, it is important to keep yourself and your crew well fed. One portion of delicious canned soup is enough to sustain a humans for a few days. I doubt we will find any other useful rations here in space. That's why it's important to keep good inventory of your stock. Unless you want to eat your own crewmates. Haha, that was a joke. Please appreciate it and laugh. Thank you for your cooperation, Captain. Who will perform the routine supply check? The only requirement is simple mathematics. I realize I might be asking a lot, but I have a good feeling about this crew, Captain. Hang on. What did this say? He is very strong, quite dumb. These are all average. She can do it, I suppose. And that was it then. Oh well. Day 3. Good news, Captain. The shuttle came pre-stocked with an emergency food supply. Use it well. The routine supply check is now complete, and it does not compute. An error was made. That's what I get for trusting humans to do math. Some of the supplies went missing, and the current number of soup cans on board is 5. With decent leadership and rational restraint, the reserves of food on the ship should be sufficient for the time being. That said, it is in your best interest to procure more as soon as possible. Despite the outcome, I think Dee Dee deserves a shot at being your payload officer. If you keep her happy enough, she would generate some minerals for you daily, as long as her morale is high enough. This is Dee Dee. Dee Dee Dawkins. Captain, the crafting module in the back of the cabin is now available. It's pretty self-explanatory. This wonderful machine lets you create and destroy in accordance with the principle of mass conservation. All you need is a little bit of minerals, chemicals, or power. Use it to craft, recycle, and repair your supplies, as well as upgrade items and shuttle systems. Right then. What would you like to do? Upgrade. There's nothing. Craft. I can craft some soup. An artifact, a lighter, some tape. Well, alright, let's craft communicator, shall we? Why not? And then what? Next day? Day 4. Captain, I told you I turned the crafting system in the back of the shuttle. I thought it's simple enough to be operated by humans, but perhaps I was wrong. Well, I did operate it. Crafting completed. New item available. Communicator. Captain, fantastic news. The scanners have picked up a container floating in our vicinity. I wonder what's inside. What now, Captain? Should we try to pull the container on board? Yeah. Let's attempt it. I see. Yes, craft some tape. This is a communicator. It doesn't lead anywhere. Communications console doesn't do anything. Just now.
Hey.
They're all okay, it seems. Let's just end this day and see what happens. Day 5. Let's pull it on board. That mysterious cargo scanner spotted yesterday is now on board. Opening the box in 3, 2, 1. Look! There's something inside the container. A light? It's flashing. Something is beeping. If we were to guess what it was, a bomb would have made the top 5 of our list. A bomb? Oh shh! Baby remains loyal. Crafting completed. New item available. Tape. You are badly hurt, sir. Please consider treating your injuries using the first aid kit. These wounds won't heal by themselves. You are hungry, Captain. Didi was hurt, Captain. Didi would like to eat something. April is hurt, Captain. April is complaining about an empty stomach. Yeah, that was bad. That blew up. And ration soup to all. I will need to craft. I would like to craft some first aid stuff. I only have the one first aid kit? Oh well. Hurt. Captain, I got good news and I got bad news. The good news is that using the airlock as a space toilet was a success. It is now packed full and ready to be emptied into space. The bad news is that the airlock hatch is jammed. If you don't fix it soon, our clogged toilet will quickly become an extinction level event. It is now or never, Captain. How will you save the human race? With tape. I see. So I think I'm gonna lose this one and have to restart probably because I didn't pick up enough supplies simply. I didn't realize what was going on. The duct tape saved the day, Captain. The airlock hatch is now fully operational and the troublesome cargo is gone. We are safe. I'm certain the smell will go away too, someday. Your people are safe, Captain. What a relief for all of you. April is still wounded. Baby is still loyal. Crafting completed. New item available, soup. You're not hurt anymore. You're not hungry anymore. You seem alert, Captain. I commend the way you've taken care of your mental well-being. You should know that peak mental condition means increased efficiency when it comes to performing tasks. You feel vigorous, Captain. You look healthy. My data shows... Show. Singular. See, Stuart, I learned things. My data show humans in a good physical state perform the tasks significantly better. Didi has stopped asking for more soup for now. Didi is alert. April has stopped asking for more soup for now. April has been taking care of her mental health and is now alert. Baby doesn't need more rations right now. Okay, good. This doesn't look good. Let's first of all craft first aid kit. Definitely. Loneliness becomes an acid who eats away at you. A lone captain is no captain at all. Right, let's make a decision. Oh no, I've been hacked. The virus came in a transmission from that small asteroid. It's taken over the flight controls and steering us away. Help, Captain. Get it out of me. Intelligence. Let's try. Oop. Do I have a medical thing? No. Oh well. Let's see what happens. You plugged an emergency console into the disk and quarantined the virus. I am healthy and whole again. Thank you, Captain. We checked the asteroid from which the virus originated. It was actually an alien supply warehouse. Fortunately for us, soup is universal. You are still alert. April remains wounded. That's just Dee Dee, yeah? But I was crafting... Oh. This shuttle lacks the EM shielding found on larger vessels. Put simply, it was never meant for long-term space travel. There are some inherent risks, namely to your skin. Remember how your mom always told you to wear sunscreen at the beach? You're way more likely to get a sunburn out of here, where there's no atmosphere to protect you. Will you please, please, please put some sunscreen on? Yeah, I can't, mate. I don't have a first aid kit. Shit. It's not great, is it? Okay. Yeah, I can't do anything. Sorry. Are we gonna get skin cancer, all of us? You did not wear sunscreen to block the harsh electromagnetic rays flying wantonly through the vacuum of space. You claim that sunscreen makes you break out. I can't verify if this is true or false, seeing as I'm an AI and have never experienced a pimple. Your skin is radiating heat, you're complaining of fatigue, and you've got that telltale crimson glow that's the trademark of developing sunburn. Too late now. You'll just have to wait and hope we exit this bad patch of radiation soon. Aloe vera could help if we had any. Enjoy being a lobster. You remain alert, Dee Dee continues to look alert, April continues to look alert, April still looks injured, Baby remains loyal. You're getting quite hungry, Captain. Dee Dee says she is glad to have you as her captain. Baby is asking for more rations. Oof. Let's not give everyone soup if she doesn't need soup. Sorry. Captain, it is time for an Astra citizen activity of utmost importance, the most humble task available on this shuttle, keeping the floor clean. From subtle green stains to little light burns, this place could do with a good scrubbing. April looks free. Will you ask her to apply some elbow grease or request she requests her to improvise a cleaning formula from whatever we have on board? Cleaning formula. The more agile the monkeys sent into space were, the longer they survive. Let that be a lesson for all aspiring captains. I can't make expeditions. Crafting module is busy. One more day. And then I can heal up my crew finally. Here we go. April brewed some kind of bleach that could do the cleaning trick, and the trick it did. Even better, the scent of the improvised cleaning product was surprisingly refreshing. You all have a clearer head in this newly cleaned space. Dee Dee is still injured. Dee Dee is still loyal. Crafting completed. Now I have a first aid kit. You are no longer hungry. Dee Dee would like to eat something. Okay. Good. So... You have that. You have that. And I will craft some more soup. Yeah, craft soup. Your attention is required, Captain. This is most abnormal. We are registering unknown transmissions, but I cannot identify who is sending them. More importantly, what they contain. It might be a solar flare interference, or worse, a new type of Soviet encryption. Death is a preferable alternative to communism. We need to decipher these signals as soon as possible. For all we know, our survival depends on it. Who do you want put in charge of monitoring these communications? I'm thinking we need someone clever. Yeah. Actually, let's have a double check. Dee Dee would like to eat. Baby doesn't need more rations. April is complaining. We all would like to eat, lady. Yeah, okay, you have some soup as well. Here we go. Now she's gonna be healthy, and all will be well. Achievement unlocked. Friend zone. First contact. Captain, you need to see this. I am not easily excited, but this is one of the greatest moments for humanity and human-made AI alike. We are not alone in this universe. The signals we intercepted were finally deciphered. Decrypted? They are alien transmissions, as in coming from other life forms. And no, I don't mean the Reds. It's something we've never seen before. There seems to be a number of intelligent civilizations in this galaxy. The signals are coming from everywhere. We can safely assume we are going to meet some of them sooner or later. Or rather, your life will never be the same, Captain. You did a splendid job, Captain. The electromagnetic interferences that you traced point to what seems to be a potential landing spot in our flight path. Our ETA to that celestial body, or whatever it might be, is T-3. You remain quite alert. Crafting completed. Soup available. Didi is not hurt. Didi looks vigorous. April thinks of you as a friend. Baby thinks of you as a friend. Which is what the friend zone means. Make a friend, it says. Good. I have no resources to craft soup. Or the health. I need this, I think, for when we meet the aliens, maybe. Potentially. Captain, we are now entering a field of cosmic gas. Its origin is unknown, though I have a theory. Uh-oh, can you smell that? Did someone forget to brush their teeth today? No, it's just that gas leaking inside the shuttle. Somebody could try to isolate some of the gas to use later, avoiding the leak's side effects. I suppose for that we will need good agility. D.D. Dawkins. Possibly. Let's see. I need to start recycling things soon then. Because I'm running out of supplies. Unfortunately, Didi failed at isolating the cosmic gas leak, and now my readings indicate that its volume is reaching critical levels. The gas came into our reaction with some of our resources, making a portion of them unusable. We are out of the space cloud now, so there shouldn't be any more losses. Planet or no planet, whatever we're flying to is getting closer. ETA T-2. You are still quite alert. April still wounded. Crafting completed. New item available. Artifact. Let's make soup. I'm sorry you're still wounded, Didi. Long-term space travel presents many risks to one's physical well-being, from muscular atrophy to laziness to diets notoriously high in sodium. I'm concerned about the decline I've seen in the entire crew's physical fitness since our little sojourn began. I recommend a daily regimen of movements that use only your own body weight. You don't need any equipment for those, just gravity or artificial gravity. Any volunteers for a workout? Does this... Yeah, fair enough. If this improves my thing, that would be good. End day. Day 12. Captain, your form was abysmal. Push-ups and planks don't require that much strength. At least it's the bare minimum required to be a model astro-citizen. You felt hungry after that workout, but no caloric rewards could be given. Those are for the strong people. Of course, our course has not changed. We will be arriving at a potential landing site soon. ETA T-1. April still considers you a friend. April is still wounded. Soup. You are starving, Captain. You should definitely eat something. Didi is hungry. April would like to eat something. April is definitely weak. She's getting worse by the hour, Captain. Consider crafting a first aid kit and sharing it with her, unless you want to lose a crewmate. Baby is asking for more rations. So now everyone... I need to eat. Didi needs to eat. I need to craft a first aid kit. I need to recycle that. Yeah, she needs to eat them. Sorry, big guy. Oh. It's easy to become captivated by the alien views outside the shuttle window, but you notice one of your crewmates daydreams more often than the others. April simply can't stop staring at the stars. She's at it again today. Do you feel like talking to her about this? Yeah. She's a friend. I can talk to her. Maybe. Let's see. You asked April about her stargazing sessions. You clearly took her by surprise because she looked almost ashamed. I've always enjoyed watching the stars, even though my papa said it was a waste of time and my brothers laughed at me, she eventually explained, eyeing you with distrust as if bracing for a negative comment. She then invited you to look at the stars with her. You spent quite a while trying to guess which one was which, naming the ones you had clearly never been observed by human eyes before. It was nice. Didi is still vigorous. April is still hurt. April appears to still be in poor health. Recycling operation completed. April is doing okay, soup-wise. Yeah, I am all out of soup though. I need a first aid kit to heal her. Good news, Captain. We are approaching a celestial body that appears to be a planet. My scanners detect no life, but some structures on the surface suggest that it was inhabited at one point. The climate is harsh and unwelcoming, but even that beats being stranded in space, right? A landing can be attempted, but setting the coordinates will require some pretty complicated calculations. Luckily, you're pretty smart, so you shouldn't have much trouble. Bearing that in mind, should I initiate the landing protocol? Yeah, we need soup. Desperately. Achievement unlocked. Space colonization. Utopia. Crash land on a planet. Yeah. Goal achieved. Find an appropriate landing spot. Goals updated. Check goal section for details. Great job, Captain. While the landing was rough, you managed to sit the shuttle down with minimal losses. Everything appears to be in order, aside from some damage to the communication console. I believe it's not beyond saving, although it will take me a while to calculate the optimal way of conducting the repairs. Please remain patient, Captain. For now, take a moment to take in your surroundings. Who knows, perhaps this place will turn out to be some kind of a mootopia. Wait, did I just say moo? What a weird glitch. I meant utopia, obviously. You could use some more rations. April assures you they can still count on a friendship. April remains weak. Baby is starving. Better get him something to eat. Await further instructions, huh? Yeah, I'm sorry, baby. But I can't. I don't have any soup to give you. Captain, the expedition module in the back of the cabin is now available. If you want to survive here, someone has to go outside from time to time. We have to secure more supplies and soon let the space colonization commence. Right. Swamp, cave, desert, canyon. Is there a chance for soup somewhere? Baby, you go. Yeah, communications module. And battery, I suppose? Let's see what happens, shall we? I suppose he'll starve to death before he comes back. Not enough supplies? Send one of your crew members out on an expedition. Baby ventured off to the swamp. Cross your fingers that he comes back. You could use some more rations. April continues to look alert. April is still in poor health. I know. I'm working on that. Baby is calling in a gruesome inquiry. He has come across the long-forgotten remains of a group of previous alien explorers. He is requesting to search them. Fuck. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, sorry. I just got a rather bad pain in my here, breathing muscles, I suppose. Anyway, it's past now. Looting corpses is not usual Astro Citizen protocol, but we're in dire need. Besides, these folks have been dead for hundreds of years. Will you deny baby's request? No. Do it, baby. Day 16. Alright, I'm having fun. Goals updated. Check goals section for details. Baby's last report indicated that he searched the remains of the ancient astronauts for supplies. He said it was a struggle even to move such gargantuan creatures. The race was so big you could fit the in the arm of one of the spacesuits. Unfortunately, it's unclear whether Baby overexerted himself in the effort or if he conserved enough energy to not collapse in a heap somewhere, never to be found. According to my calculations, it doesn't look good. DD continues to look alert. Crafting completed. I'm starving. Everyone wants more soup. At least I can heal you now. And craft. I cannot craft soup. So I'm gonna recycle. Will that help? Yeah. Okay. Recycle the tape. Shit. Captain, we were unable to detect transmissions of unknown origin. Unfortunately, the communications console was damaged during the landing, and we cannot make anything out of them. Our reply for that matter, we could hardwire our primitive field communicator to bypass the damaged subsystems and access the shuttle's external transmitter and receiver. Yeah. Do I, because I sent that with Baby. I can't. Oof, I've been making some bad decisions lately. I think we're all gonna die. Your lack of a handheld communicator effectively stopped you from fixing the communications console. Too bad. We remain stuck here with no way to contact the outside world. The situation has not improved. I urge you to connect an operational communicator to the communications console as soon as possible, Captain. Didi keeps asking for soup. April is still hungry. Baby is still out on an expedition. April is not hurt anymore. That's nice. And now I can craft soup. Actually, can I upgrade? Can upgrade the artifact? What? I need to craft soup. We received a pamphlet on our window. Try eBos on universal shopping from the comfort of your own planet. Free gift with sign up. Wow, neat. The eBoson network lets you order pretty much anything except food and water, and it will arrive via portal within 1 to 2 galactic business days. There's a catch though, the account creation process literally requires you to jump through some hoops. I mean, literally. You have to leap through a string of temporal portals to become verified. The fine print says there's no risk of death or dismemberment, but insanity is possible. How do you want to tackle this? Let's tackle with agility. You touched the floor and quickly sprinted through the eBoson sign-up portal, disappearing into the dimension breach with a flash of blue lightning. The shuttle rocked and you popped out the other side of the portal unharmed. The fine print on the pamphlet expanded to show that it would take 1 to 2 galactic business days for your verification process, at which time you could begin your universal shopping experience. The pamphlet then expanded again to define 1 galactic business day as 525,600,000 minutes, or 1,000 Earth years. Finally, the pamphlet scanned the shuttle to see if you qualified for the promised free gift and determined you did not. When you asked why not, the pamphlet said you'd violated the terms of service but refused to explain further. Then it vanished in a cloud of annoying paradoxes. You're still starving, sir. Dee is starving, April is starving. At least we're starving together. I got no resources, but I'm gonna make a lighter anyway. Yeah. We're all starving. Sorry, but I have a bug, Captain. I don't know who modified my code, but the consequences could be devastating. You need to open up my back panel and perform an emergency fix. How will you approach the surgery? Yeah, I'm sorry, gals. But, well... yeah. I hope Baby comes back. With food. Day 19. Baby's back. You access the sabotaged processor and fix the issue. You sure are quick with those ones and zeros, Captain. We still don't know who committed the sabotage. Perhaps the enemy is closer than we thought. Baby has completed his wild romp in the swamp. He appears a bit sickly, in need of food and upset, but of paramount importance is that he's not an alien doppelganger, we think. You pay attention as he begins to describe his buggy episode. Baby accidentally kicked open a toxic swamp flower, rather unpleasant and probably very unhealthy. The swamp's various species of giant but peaceful lantern bugs allowed Baby to recharge the battery. The swamp was chemically rich. Baby harvested many useful components. Baby noticed the working communicator. Lucky find, Astrocytson. Well, he brought it with him. He did not expect to find one out there, but there it was, an old sock. I suppose some alien races have feet too. Where does all this soup come from? It's the greatest mystery of the universe and everything. Anyway, Baby has returned bearing soup. Good. The worst excursions make the best stories. Good thing Baby is home safe. April assures you that you can still count on a friendship. Baby is still starving. Crafting completed. New item available? Lighter. Right.
Hey.
Good. This means I can feed my crew. I am not starving, I'm just hungry. Can I fix this now? This is good though. I can upgrade my communicator or the expedition system. Let's do the expedition system, shall we? No, let's craft more soup. Because I'm seriously running out of food. Interesting news, Captain. It appears that there is a hollow space behind one of the wall panels. A hidden room, maybe? A secret stash? It would be worth checking out. What's your approach to finding out what's behind this panel? I'm gonna fail, aren't I? Well, let's see. Yesterday, I brought your attention to the hidden space behind one of the wall panels. You did your best to access it, but to no avail. We'll probably never learn what's on the other side. My computation suggests there's only a 1% chance of there being any treasure. Like a really big soup can. In short, definitely not worth the trouble. Dee still alert. Dee still your friend. Baby remains in poor health. I got soup. Baby has rested and is asking for soup. Sounds good.
Huh.
You have the soup. Right, oh no, what did I do? There we go. Okay. Let's see if we can send someone out again. Hazards, grass. Those hazards look worse. This hazard I don't know. Let's go to the canyon with Dee. April. April, you go. You bring the lighter. And the communicator, I suppose. Right. Captain, you've neglected your oral hygiene and haven't brushed your teeth in a while, so now you need to pull that nasty tooth before it gets worse. Don't worry, it's only going to hurt a little, and there might be a complimentary sticker in it for you. As per protocol, the necessary tools were automatically dispensed. 1 piece of string and 1 bottle of anesthetic. It has the Astro Citizen logo and anesthetic handwritten on it. Will you require an assistant for this surgery? Yes. I will. Let's see what happens. I might die now, I suppose. You took it like a champ, but a terrified and disgusted Dee went into shock and insisted on drinking the whole bottle of anesthetic to calm her nerves. When Dee was done, she seemed more energized and tougher than before. I don't think that was regular medicine. April went off canyoning. Keep an eye for her return. You're still hungry. Baby assures you that you can still count on his friendship. Fix the shuttle's communication system. But how? I'm gonna craft more soup, I guess. Captain, the communication module remains broken. I just sent it away with her. And we are completely deaf, blind even. It's entirely possible that someone is out there, maybe looking for us, but we won't know until the issue is resolved. I could hardwire a primitive. Yeah, I can't because I don't have. Damn it. Your lack of handheld communicator. Yeah. You are starving, Captain. She is hungry. Crafting unavailable. Well, shit. Captain, something's not right. There's an uncontrolled power surge in the crafting module. I cannot do anything to stop it. This is no accident, it's sabotage. Someone needs to fix it immediately or it's going to blow. Hurry. Let's use my brain, shall we? Without it, I'm literally dead. Amazing, Captain. Not only did you stop the power surge in the crafting module, but you also upgraded it in the process. Captain, stay alert. This might happen again. This seems to be going okay. I can now craft armor. A mask. I dug through the computer files of the local ruins. Whatever fate befell the ancient people of this world, at some point they suffered a great famine. There were pictures of vast domed cities, and I found schematics to build this foodless regeneration device, the Enartron. Want to build it? Yeah. Bing pot, achievement progress, 1 out of 6. Oh well. You and the crew rebuilt the Enartron according to the schematics. The device promised to regenerate the body without food. As you stepped into the Enartron, it sparked and malfunctioned, but you felt completely rejuvenated without eating. You were still hungry though, and there was suddenly a shovel inside the device. Did you teleport somewhere? You are still hungry. Baby appears to still be in poor health. I can't say if it was your engineering skill or dumb luck, but you were able to craft a high quality item. Score. Crafting completed. New item available, full face mask. My mission? I've done the captain's goal, which is nice. Fix the shuttle's communication system. I suppose I shall have to, but I need to make some soup for now. Right. Can you hear me, Cat? You say in these situations, alright? I hate raising my volume, but that malfunctioning body odor removal filter is making a racket. I think it's malfunctioning. And I can't do anything about it because I broke down my tape and my handbook. Good news and bad news, Captain. Protocol dictates that I deliver the bad news first. The body odor removal filter is no longer working, ergo the smell. The good news is, the noise is gone. Thankfully, it wasn't an essential system, not for me anyway. Your crewmates appear disappointed by the smell. April successfully completed her foray into the canyon. She looks as if she's been hit by falling rocks, needs food and is okay, mentally. But what matters is that she's alive. You clap your hands, she begins to vividly recall her gallivanting mission. Constant rock slides gave April more than just a figurative headache. She found a cache of unused batteries in the canyon and siphoned their power. Who scattered all these cans so far away from Earth? Weird. Anyway, April came back carrying rations. We learned some big things from this. April found conclusive proof of other human survivors on this planet. Possibly from the future. You still feel hungry, Captain? You feel like you're on top of the world, or rather the universe, Captain. Dee Dee is asking for more rations. Yeah, I suppose.
Huh?
It's time to feed the troops. Yeah,
Yay!
screw it. Let's just give everyone. I can upgrade the crafting module, or the expedition system, or the communicator, or the shovel. Or I could just make more soup, I guess. No, I need an aid kit. Sir, something is seeping into the shuttle. It looks like a trickle of iron filings. Could it be nanomachines? Outside the shuttle, a track of bright vital flowers and clean soil lead away into the distance. The nanomachines are pouring in and pooling on the floor, sliding in various directions. This is a high-risk situation, Captain. Shall I continue letting them in? Yeah. Let's see what they do. They might just be friendly, and we need that. Survived for almost a month. The flood of nanomachines entering the cabin was becoming a torrent, but you decided to not stem the flow. An interesting decision, sir. Within moments, they had wrapped themselves around your leg like a snake of solids. Once they got a taste of you, the nanomachines started piling up to create a shimmering grey pillar. A figure began to emerge from the mass. It was you, Captain. A nano-clone, a complete doppelganger. Within minutes, it was complete and started attacking you. We managed to wrestle the pretender out of the shuttle and it ran off into the distance. But it took a nasty beating beforehand. You remain very mentally stable. Somehow. No one needs soup for now? Yeah, so that was bad. Captain, the communication module remains broken. Ha! Here we go. Finally, we'll be able to fix it. Hello, world! Great success, Captain. The communicators attached to the communications console work like a charm. I won't judge the aesthetics, since we can finally receive and answer transmissions. Now all we need to do is wait for someone to contact us. Someone will find us, eventually. The crew was visibly excited by this incredible feat of engineering. They were only slightly smirking while looking at the patched communications console. Tomorrow will be great, Captain. Baby appears to still be in poor health. Yeah. Await contact is my mission. Oh, I see. Pretty. How long can the storms on this planet last? You're getting restless. We need to do something about it. Let's have a look at our inventory and devise a diversion. Choose something, Captain. I'll suggest an activity. You decided to combat boredom with a shovel. Not literally, you can't hit boredom over the head. Instead, we staged a puppet play. A script works better if there are multiple heroes, so we fashioned a foil of our protagonist from one of your socks. Mr. Cutsuckington, the squire, might still be useful in the future. Baby is still in poor health. You might want to secure some rations for yourself, Captain. Everyone is asking for soup. That's... We have no... We need... Ah, shit. Oh no, Captain. One of the storage lockers is jammed and cannot be opened. It gets worse. It is my favorite locker. We will lose access to some of the supplies if we do nothing. Also, I will be sad. You will need to act, Captain. Let's use brains, but I need to craft soup, but I have no way of... And that won't get me soup either, actually. Let's heal up, baby. At least my crew are all sane, but yeah. It's falling apart a little bit. Good job getting that locker open, Captain. It took you a while to figure out how to lockpick the thing, but your 1 in a million brain helped. Or your 1 in a million lockpick, or both. Not only did you get that important locker open, you even found some extra rations inside. Score! Baby is no longer weak. Good. So I'm gonna send him out again. To the cave. With a mask. And a lighter. Captain, our systems are working below their optimal levels. I was able to determine that our wiring might be at fault. I suggest you take a look under the proverbial hood and fix the wires before a malfunction occurs. The wires are stuffed in a dark corner, tangled and dusty. You will have to figure out how to fix this by yourself. I trust your instincts. Not that I have a choice. I shall eat. As shall my weak friend April. And I don't know. Let's upgrade the battery shard. Since I can't craft anything, I might as well. Achievement unlocked, Tinkerer. Nicely done, Captain. You proved yourself smart enough to fix the malfunctioning component. The ship's systems are now working at standard capacity. The ship is really falling apart, I'm afraid. There was not enough time to properly finish it. Who could have expected an atomic apocalypse to break out so suddenly? Well, I could, but no one listened to me. No one ever listens to computerized assistants. Oh well, that's life, I guess. Just ones and zeros, but mostly zeros. Baby went to explore the caves. Keep your fingers crossed that he'll see the light of day again. You still feel hungry, Captain? I now have a thermonuclear battery. Dee Dee is starving. That's a problem, because I can't craft anything. This shovel I have to say goodbye to. Captain, I found something interesting on the surface of the planet. It looks like somebody passed their time by playing a supersized version of tic-tac-toe, but never completed this particular game. The game pieces consist of minerals that we could use. Now, I'm not one for ruining someone else's fun, but I think the winner is clear by looking at the board. So they shouldn't mind if we mess up their O's and X's. Should we take the liberty of gathering those pieces and using them as resources? Ooh. I don't think so, actually. I think we should try to keep the aliens happy. I also think she might die now if I don't get food. Maybe. She's still alive. It was tempting to gather the supersized tic-tac-toe pieces for ourselves, but you decided against it. Maybe that's for the best, considering that with pieces this big, the owners are probably substantially bigger. I'm sure there will be more opportunities for getting hold of some minerals. Going with that definitely beats having to explain to somebody why you dismantled their gaming progress. That's never a pleasant conversation. Now I can craft soup. Save her life. What's that you're drawing, Captain? Is that supposed to be ham? I understand you're fed up with soup and you're reminiscing about Earth food. I would advise you don't go down that road. Here I have a useful program for just the occasion. It's called Everything is Not All Peaches and Cream. It should help you focus on your mind on different things. Would you like to start this process? Yeah. Might as well. So I've survived much longer than expected. Success, Captain. Your culinary urges have been kept under control. We spent the afternoon talking about things other than food and then circled back to agree on the many merits of tomato soup. Now we should probably focus on surviving the mission at hand, wouldn't you say? Remember, life is but a bowl of cherries. I'm not sure what that means, but when programming tells me that should make you feel better. I now have soup. I can feed this lady. And maybe craft more soup. What are the odds? Someone spotted an Astro Citizen emergency cargo crate lying nearby. Bzzz, I had to check. The odds are infinitesimally small. Unfortunately, it is empty but for a syringe of Schlarb, standard issue liquid for Astro Citizen rejuvenation and holistic improvement. Who should use the syringe? Dee Dee.
Huh.
Because then maybe she doesn't need the food. Dee 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 used a syringe of Schlarp that we found in the nearby cargo crate. She is feeling much better today. Dee Dee may still get hungry or have other ailments, but her base mental and physical abilities will be vastly improved, for the time being at least. I am starving. She is still starving. Well, shit. Oh well, let's... Can't make more soup, can I? Let's make tape. Our water recycler is overheating. The overheating itself isn't the problem, the system is safeguards. The problem is we store our minerals under the water recycler. I'm worried that any minerals there, even leftover traces, could melt or boil if exposed to too much heat. That could be hazardous, a manual reset could work, but will be tough. Do you want to try it? Yeah. Scrambled transmission, eh? You opted to manually reset the overheating water recycler. The job was harder than you expected. The Astra Citizen patented water recycler guide specifically warns you against not releasing any steam jets during such repairs. The steam jets you let loose vaporize some of the exposed minerals stored next to the recycler. You're lucky they didn't vaporize you too. Baby is back from his deep experience. He appears frail, in need of a meal, and disturbed, but the point is that he's still with us. You listen, enraptured as he begins to recall his dwarf-like excursion. The darkness was thick, but Baby had a lighter. He could drop, reducing its usefulness. He found an untouched mineral vein. End of expedition report. Oh, and Baby found some old paintings depicting ancient aliens coming to this planet to acquire soup. Was this world some kind of intergalactic soup hub? Baby discovered a protective vest. How convenient. Who transported these outside the solar system? So strange. Anyway, Baby brought back some soup. You remain alert. I can't say if it was your engineering skill or dumb luck, but you were able to craft a high-quality item. Ah, tape. Extra sticky tape. You are not really complaining, but I know you're hungry, Captain. April is starving. Baby is starving. He won't survive without soup. I have soup. But only for the starving people, I'm afraid. Good news, Captain. We have an incoming transmission. Playing now. Oh no, the communication is scrambled. The signal is not strong enough. Maybe someone could get on top of the ship and try to adjust the receiving dish. It's not a difficult job, but requires some agility. Who do you think will be best suited for the job? I would say me. Currently, probably. I gave you soup. I gave you soup. Can I craft something? I cannot. I can recycle a sock puppet. Which won't help me with the soup shit. Oh well. Exciting news, Captain. Emmett was able to adjust the receiving dish on top of the ship, making our satellite reception much better. Now, next time we will receive a transmission, we should be able to hear it loud and clear. All we need to do now is wait till we contact her again. Let's be patient, Captain. Our rescue might finally be within reach. Dee Dee assures you that you can still count on her friendship. Baby has rested. That's nice. Means we can send him out again, I guess. Some serious hazards here. But he can wear the mask and the armor. Yeah. Okay, let's... While checking on the ship's exterior, you stumble upon something half buried under the dirt. You take a few minutes to uncover it and find that it's apparently a can of soup held in a stone hand. You could try to pull it up by force and probably damage the carving in the process, so leave it be and just spend some time examining it on the spot. Might be hard locating it later though. Yeah, let's do it. Learn some lore instead. I just occupied the crafting machine for a long time, which was probably quite stupid. You decided that the uncovered can of soup you found next to your shuttle should be left unmolested. You did take a good look at it and the carving that held it in place before it got covered by the dirt again though. It made you wonder about how, even in this alien and uncaring world, you found something familiar. It filled you with a sense of calm, quite welcome in your current circumstance. Baby ventured off into the sand. Stay hopeful that he will come back safe. You still feel hungry. Everyone is hungry. I am a machine, and machines cannot hear voices. The voices that I'm not hearing right now are getting very loud though. Oh, you hear them too. My weight sensors are picking something up as well. A two-dimensional species. That explains why my cameras missed them. Quite vicious, I gather. With one decisive yell, the voices are approaching fast. The air inside the door looks very empty, yet very hostile all of a sudden. All I have is the lighter. A two-dimensional species invaded your ship. You could not see them coming until you turned on a lighter. Suddenly, the empty space around you cast a multitude of shadows on every surrounding wall. Invisible to the 3D world most of the time, they could not handle the spotlight. Bashfully, they slipped out one by one. Staring might be impolite, but apparently rudeness wins battles. You all look bolder and stand a little straighter since that victory. I am starving. Dee Dee is starving. It's not good. April approached you today and invited you to tinker together. She didn't make it sound like a big deal, but one has to remember she never invites anyone to work on side projects with her. There is one more thing, Captain. I am detecting an abnormality. April is blushing furiously. Seriously, she looks like a lobster. It could be some kind of space fever, so take extra care. This might be the beginning of a beautiful relationship if you can hold your tools right. What say you, Captain? I suppose. Might as well repopulate the human race, I suppose. Across the stars. You did not hesitate for a minute and joined April. Together you tinkered, you even laughed, and once or twice your hands met when you both reached for the same tool. It was very constructive. This may have been your first shared project, but it looks like it will not be the last. You are still very mentally stable. Dee Dee remains alert. April is still alert. Baby hasn't returned. April expressed her feelings for you. Love is in the air. ... Oh, my goals. Maybe I should have read those things. But... You became a criminal? Oh well. Oh well. All good, I guess. Greetings, tax evader. Your taxes are 29,003 years overdue. The black sphere beeping these words menacingly is an intergalactic tax collector. I let it in because its credentials looked absolutely legitimate and civil servants had due respect. It deems you liable for this entire planet. I knew a surprise visit was in order, and here you are. I will begin by confiscating your ship. Step outside or else, to your commands. Do something, Captain. Let's use intelligence on it and see what happens. Sorry, I don't have any soup. Space Engineer achievement. A tax collector was requisitioning our ship. He claimed to be a space tourist, willing to recommend this quadrant. You spun tales sweet enough to put 10 diabetics into a coma. A boisterous tax-paying tourist industry will begin soon with your eager recommendations. The intergalactic tax collector backed down. It gave you an option to file a complaint, describing procedures more painful than a root canal with 3 terabytes of forms and a 60-year wait. Assure you had no grievances it left. April continues to think of you as a soulmate. Upgrade completed. I still can't craft soup. I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm gonna have to recycle something, right? Such as this fancy tape, I suppose. Sadly. Captain, it appears the species who lived in the ancient times worshipped a cow deity. Bovine iconography is everywhere, including on their fitness equipment. Take this weird machine the crew discovered outside the shuttle, for example. The Neanderthal 5000 mimics a cow's behavior. You turn it on and meanders aimlessly, sitting, walking in circles, joining groups of other Neanderthals. Okay, there has to be some benefit to using this thing. Will you have someone try it so we can find out? Yeah. I'll try it as captain. Day 40. Okay. You tested your physical fitness level by giving the Neanderthal a whirl. Oh, it meandered alright. I don't know how many times you sat down and stood up again, but that looked brutal. Sweaty, wheezing and filthy, you stuck with the Neanderthal 5000 to the end of its circuit. When you were finished, you shut the Neanderthal off and said, "That was harder than I thought. What a killer workout." Baby survived his sojourn in the desert. He appears weak, calorically deficient, and disturbed, but what matters is that he's not partially eaten. You take notes as he begins to pore over the events of his arid episode. He was attacked by a Vindicator, a biotech-enhanced living weapon from ancient times. He managed to escape but sustained injuries. Good thing he was wearing the armor, I suppose. Minerals grew from the desert like fingers. Baby harvested plenty. He did not expect to stumble upon one out there, but it was an old sock. Who transported us outside our solar system? More soup, good. Sand got everywhere, but it's over now. The silence gave Baby plenty of time to think. For example, why all the statues of cows? Your stomach feels rather empty. April still looks starved. April's still your soulmate. Baby keeps asking for soup. I've decoded a few signals that have been passed around recently. They all contain a mention of a crashed alien ship. Maybe we are the aliens they're talking about. Right. You need soup. You need soup. You don't need soup. I don't need soup. I can repair the lighter. I could build a gun. Yeah. Captain, Dee Dee is bored. So bored. She doesn't want to bother you, so she won't complain. She just looks around and sighs loudly. If you trust she would not damage anything, you could encourage her to tinker with something on board. Maybe it would help her escape the black hole of boredom for a while. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Just don't break it, please. I have a feeling it might become important. You handed Dee Dee the artifact and she beamed a wide smile. She told you it reminds her of a plushie she used to have as a child. Granted, it was a deer and not a cow, but the two are pretty similar. Dee Dee made the artifact a DIY project for the afternoon and returned the figurine looking shiny and brand new. It looks much better than before. I am starving. He will not survive without soup. Captain, a crewmate spotted a blue veiny fruit growing out of a crack in the ground nearby. It is pulsating slightly. Should someone give the fruit a try? Normally I'd refrain from leaving such a rash and irresponsible decision up to a human, but there are some empty stems nearby. Perhaps it is edible. Craft me some soup. Day 42. Ooh. You announced that the strange little fruit near the ship was worth trying out, and Baby's hand shut up. However, the joyous look on his face as he sunk his teeth in quickly turned to horror. The remaining half was full of wriggling purple worms. He began trying to spit it out, but fell into a spasm, and woke a few minutes later, saying his mind was buzzing as if at double speed. He flipped a handstand and perambulated around the shuttle. Clearly those worms did something. Let's hope the effects don't turn. I'm getting quite hungry. Baby is hungry. But I need... Well... Mr. Bronco... I'm afraid I'll need need you to go out again. And I need to craft more soup. Extraordinary artifact. Captain, April has pointed out that Baby Bronco has been in a strange mood all day. You lean over and ask him what's up. Cap, Baby says, no one's ever trusted me with anything but my muscles. All I ever hear is I'm just brawn. My parents used to say I was always strong on myself and the more trouble than I was worth. He looks at you in April. Am I a liability? Well, Captain? Nah, mate. Also, you can't go out, actually. Right, as the only one who isn't weak. Dee Dee, you'll have to go. Right, so now I just want to see this through. When Baby was having a crisis of purpose, April reassured him that it's not a liability. He chimed in saying that his bronze are useful, but his good nature and keenness are what make him a team favorite. Baby's eyes welled up and he said the Falcon and this shuttle are the closest thing he's ever had to a family. You all got a bit emotional and Bronco grabbed you and April up in his arm. Dee Dee left to go deepest area of the buggy hell. I'm still hungry. Baby remains weak. But I have some soup. The radio waves just won't stay silent, Captain. The string of information we're currently receiving is a mix of Morse code, binary, and the sound of a Geiger counter. Whatever's attempting to contact us may be trying everything but the kitchen sink. If regular modes of communication are failing us, perhaps we should try unorthodox methods. I just sent the mask away, so I don't... This is frustrating, isn't it? That's 3 times I've just sent away. April is starving. You have that. Let's craft. Captain, it's finally happening. We're receiving a transmission. It appears to originate from somewhere on this planet. Let's have a listen. Oh, that's interesting. It turns out there's a group of fellow crash survivors out there. They are also trapped on the planet but seem to have some resources that you lack. Perhaps with their supplies you'd be able to get your ship off the ground. A member of this group is still on the line. Will you attempt to befriend them or try to threaten them and establish your authority? Let's be nice to them. And then let's craft more soup, I guess. Damn it. What was the point of upgrading the upgrade system? Yesterday you spoke with a group of other survivors. Thanks to your considerable negotiation skills, you were able to find out more about them. It turns out that the other survivors are in fact prisoners from a crashed comic ship. A lot of them have committed major crimes, but they seem as determined as you are to leave this planet as soon as possible. That might make them good allies, as long as you're willing to trust convicted felons. You asked the prisoners for some time to decide whether to cooperate with them. They agreed and promised to contact you again shortly. Better make up your mind by then, Captain. I'm starving. Baby is starving. And I really need to craft a first aid kit, I was gonna say. But that's not possible. But let's at least hand him some soup. Have some soup for me. A sweet old man, looking like Charles Darwin, is knocking at your airlock politely. You let him in, he shakes your hand and holds it in an iron grip and won't let go. With technology, evolution stops. Soviet scientists want our species to stay strong, so they created me, the natural selection mode. He claims it is for your own good, which is what the dentist always said, and you didn't believe him either. You let me in, despite the warning signs. Now face your space predator, human. He does have a point, Captain. Oh, I can see why you'd want to postpone the discussion. Defend yourself. I sent the pistol out with my girl Dee. 46. A Darwinian predator droid held you in its grip. You thrust yourself back and with one swift motion slipped the armor on. It pulled a gun and shot, but your armor held. You braced yourself, but what the droid did was far worse than anything you could have imagined. Charles Darwin burst into tears. I was so afraid I would have to kill you, it said, and you shared the sentiment. But you're excellent at defending yourself, thus worthy to survive. I'm so glad. It hugged you tightly like a very friendly boa and left. Ah, baby is no longer weak. I can craft what? Tape. The book. Let's do tape. Captain, my weather systems are detecting a storm on the horizon. It's moving fast, so it will hopefully pass by tomorrow. But this one could get nasty. Thunder, lightning, gale force winds, sharp objects howling at you from every which way. I'd like to keep monitoring the storm's movement throughout the night, but doing so will require my sensors to run on battery power. Yeah, sure. Hopefully she'll come back with loads of chemicals now. You ran the weather monitoring systems on battery power. The storm moved south and you spared the worst of it. By morning it had completely passed. Ooh, don't you love the smell after it rains? You spent the morning sifting through the washed up junk piles, but it was just a bunch of waterlogged crap. This is most distressing, but there's an unknown group spying on our location every other day. What do they want? Dee Dee has completed a mission through the morass. She appears a bit sickly, in need of food and upset, but paramount importance is that she is not dead. You pay attention as she begins to describe a buggy episode. Drift over a weird isle, the revealed, released a deadly cloud of poison gas. The mask, she wasn't harmed. Corroded the mask filters. The 17 chemicals. She found a roll of tape. A sock. Well, so now I have 2 tapes. That's a bit shit in it. Sir, I'm detecting an unusual disturbance in our mini-reactor. You see the membrane of light? Space-time itself tearing open. Figures are moving and speaking on the other side. Done through exchange exotic matter or risk. Let's try to communicate. And let's craft some soup. There we go. Armor and a gun. And then I really need to go. So I thought I needed a break from the packing because some of my clothes still need to dry, but I feel I need to finish up my packing soon. Oh well, let's see what happens. Let's make it to day 50 at least. Or die trying. The space-time breach in the mini-reactor chamber was still bubbling when you pulled out your communicator. Just as you turned it on, a pair of arms wearing Astrocitizen patches reached out of the shimmer. One yanked the communicator away from you, while the other shoved an Astrocitizen handbook into your chest. You tried to reach in, but the tear was already gone. Okay. Dee is starving. April is starving. If you're going to send an expedition, why not do it with style? Remember to upgrade your expedition module. The prisoners contacted us again, Captain. It appears they came up with a plan that might be beneficial to both parties. They want to help in repairing their massive ship. They want your help, okay. In return, if they manage to get the vessel off ground, they are offering for you to leave the planet with them. Well, you could definitely use a ride off this barren rock. Will you trust the prisoners? Yeah, let's help them. Let's be helpful. In a situation like this, you know, it's the best you could do, I feel. has been decided, Captain. You and the prisoners will work together to repair the convict ship and get off this planet together. Someone from the group will contact you shortly and to let you know what they need. Better take this seriously, Captain. If you do your job well, we might be on our way home sooner than you think. That you think. You're still very mentally stable. I am starving. Everyone is asking for soup. Can I make more soup? Nope. I can make a new communicator there. Or I can upgrade the handbook. That might turn out useful. A hovering multicolored cube has appeared outside the shuttle. It is about head high and contains many moving parts. It didn't respond to my hail. I also tried offering it food. Nothing. Captain, I think it's a puzzle. You solve it by moving the pieces. Each of the cube's faces show the correct color. I don't know what's at stake if we win or we lose. Do you want to try solving it? Yes. Let's try. Ah, shucks, I'm starving. Forgot about that. You attempted to solve the puzzle of the glowing floating cube, but with each rotation of the faces, your frustration grew. Eventually, you gave up. The cube let out a decisive moo and lifted off into the starry night, leaving you scratching your head and wondering how anyone could be smart enough to solve that thing. You are still facing starvation, Captain. I have a revised edition handbook. What is this? It's a Russian. Running low on soup, craft a can or two using a mixture of only slightly radioactive space-age chemicals. Wish I could, mate. Captain, there are a couple of spacemen having a roadside picnic outside. Wait a minute, they are wearing Soviet spacesuits. And they are singing Kalinka. What are the Soviets doing here? Are they the mysterious group that have been watching us? Oh no, it was a distraction. They are trying to break through into the shuttle. One of them boarded the shuttle. Stand your ground, Captain. Yeah. Asterson, legs up. Now, Captain, fry those bastards. Good job. Pardon my language, but sending a gigawatt of power through the hull can make an AI say some things. The important part is that the intruders were electrocuted and escaped. You better run, you commies. We were able to defend ourselves this time round, but you need to remember that a specter is haunting this world, the specter of communism. This isn't over. Yeah, I need rations, I know. I'm detecting an ancient structure very nearby, totally camouflaged by the surrounding landscape. The front resembles a yawning face. It's a temple, a secret one. There could be treasure inside. Which route will you take to explore the temple? The intelligent one, I would say. I need to recycle something. Let's recycle this lighter then. Nature's creative power is far beyond man's instinct for destruction. Make the best of the resources you gather. When you and the crew members reached the final room, there was only an empty pedestal. The temple shook and a booming voice said, "Ooh, another player already claimed the treasure!" But you were the fastest team in the history of our show. Thank you for playing Tales of the Secret Temple, the voice said. Baby survived. Attacked by a Vindicator, but his aim was true. A few shots forced the monster to retreat. The wounds healed instantly, though. The gun got sandy during the fight, which reduced its function. Minerals, some soup. Dee is starving, April is starving, everyone is starving but me. Oh goody. We're getting some communication coming through, Captain. It's very muddled and hard to decipher, but I think I caught a fragment of it. It's like a repeating message, and it goes something like this. Cow like, we like, no cow, no like. Huh. I have no idea what it means. It's some kind of riddle. It surely requires more lateral thinking than I was programmed with. Should we do anything? I would like to give them the cow. Oh well. The cow statue, that is. The eerie message forgot ever comes about somebody really liking cows gave you an idea. You grabbed the mask from your inventory, fitted it in your head, got down on all fours and started moving. I'm not 100% certain that was necessary, Captain, but the fact is the message stopped. Nothing as of note happened though, so it might just have been a prank at your expense. News from the prisoners, Captain. The repairs of their vessel are going smoothly, but they need a battery to be able to progress further. It would be wise to help them, since once the ship is repaired, you might be able to board it and leave this planet behind. Yeah, give them the battery. She's not weak. Which means I'll send her to the desert, I guess. To the desert, really? No. To the canyon. More Russians. Yesterday you provided the prisoners with a spare battery, allowing them to complete another stage of repairs on their ship. I'm sure it won't be long before you join the prisoners on the ship and leave this planet for good. Just help them out a couple more times and this nightmare might finally be over. I'm starving, and there are commies. The Soviets, they are back, and they are all over the shuttle. We cannot allow communism to get full here in an Astra citizen vessel. Prepare for a fight. Stand your ground, Captain. I need soup. And then we go. Any conflict can be resolved with cold, calculated logic, he decided. Pulling the reactor emergency venting release was the only logical thing to do. Logically, the attacker was subatomized in a gross kind of way. Good thinking, Captain. You better run your commies. Crafting complete. Nice. And I can make more soup. And I can make her well. The prisoners are on the line again. They're still hard at work repairing their ship and they desperately need some adhesive. Yes, I have a spare roll of duct tape. I had one created just when I found one as well, which feels ridiculous. I guess we'll find out now if I had to. No, I only got the one. Yesterday you provided the prisoners with a roll of duct tape. Thanks to your gift, they were able to considerably speed up the repairs of the vessel. Almost done. Shouldn't take long. Baby is starving. Have some soup, mate. I have no resources to make. Let's make a shovel then. There is nothing to report, Captain. I suggest you... Captain, would you mind covering your mouth when you yawn? I thought you got a good night's sleep. Wait, could this be boredom? Yes, I've heard it. You humans need excitement in your lives to function properly. How curious. Captain, you're sitting in a state-of-the-art space shuttle, drifting through the deep cosmos, fully wondering the mystery. Can you at least pretend you're having a good time? Let's read the handbook, shall we? They're all alive still somehow. Maybe they can't die, I don't know. Yesterday started pretty slow, but you managed to turn it around, browsing your Astro Citizen handbook on the toil. I see, in the airlock. You found a set of exercises and decided to try them out. You did jumping jacks all afternoon. How fun. But more importantly, it was healthy. You feel much better now. Dee Dee is still starving. Crafting completed. Have a shower. Baby is hungry. Yeah, I really need... Is it time to let this mask go? To get soup? Yep. Suppose I'll have to. Captain, we've encountered alien life. Some type of protozoan parasites has contaminated our water supply. I have no idea how the system was contaminated. Too late now. I don't think the infection will kill you, but my data on these organisms is not complete. Are not complete. Do you want to tough it out or purify the water? Let's see if we can purify the water, shall we? You failed to purify the contaminated drinking water. Eventually, everyone's symptoms passed, but it wasn't pretty. In the end, you survived, but you wished to shuttle at more than one space tile. April successfully completed her mission. She seems to have been hit by falling rocks. Her armor prevented serious injury. The armor was mangled, but she found a new armor. April found conclusive proof of other human survivors on this planet, possibly from the future. I am starving. There's very little soup. But I can craft some now. The Soviets, they are back and they're all over the shuttle. Right. Shots fired, shots fired. Is everyone alright? Captain, that was a well-placed barrage. The assailants are gone for now. The gun broke, I guess. You're still hungry as a wolf. I suppose I am. At least the morale for everyone is quite good. What's your favorite thing? Baby asks you. This is mine, he said, reaching into his suit collar and producing a little toy superhero branded the Soviet Sucker. He says this was the only toy his parents let him have, and that when they made him do bad stuff, he'd imagine he was the all-American hero. What's yours? Baby asks again. Captain is glancing suspiciously around the cabin. Is he harboring a secret? As far as I know, the only thing you care about right now is the onboard DIY equipment. Right. 60. I made it to day 60. Can we please get out of here? Baby took the shovel carefully with a cheeky look on his face. He reached behind the crafting module to reveal some components. He's been stashing these for a while. He blocked the shovel from sight with his body before stepping back to reveal a vastly improved digging device. He lifted you up and gave you a squeeze. April is starving. Baby is starving. Well, that's unexpected. Captain, there's cheese in the pantry. At least I think it's cheese. I don't know how it got there. Did somebody sneak it on board? Is there an infestation of alien mold? Was it the French? Desperate times call for desperate measures, Captain. We don't know the origin of the mystery cheese. Will you eat it anyway? Yeah. Let's... What's the worst that could happen now? You decided to eat the strange cheese. Unfortunately, the cheese wasn't cheese at all. It was an edible soap product. You and the crew are even hungrier than you were before. I'm starving, Dee Dee's starving. April is complaining about an empty stomach. I can't craft more soup. While doing a routine cleanup of my database, I came upon a blueprint for a device called a flux capacitor. If installed, it might allow us to find a way home. However, it needs to be assembled. Will you try to assemble it? Yes. Will I recycle? What will I recycle? The handbook? The armor? Right. Day 62. Things went terribly wrong. It exploded, I'm injured. My stomach is empty. I'm gravely hurt. The Soviets are back. That's the shovel. I'm gonna do it with the shovel this time. I'm gonna craft some soup. Shoving the intruders out with a shovel was a classic Astro Citizen Captain move. The stomach remains empty. I need to eat. I'm injured.
Hey!
I need the soup. There's no gun anymore. Well, I'll take the shovel then. And the sock puppet. I suppose. Baby looks a bit upset, Captain. It says when he feels sad he does exercise, but that's not easy in this shuttle. Whether he was in the prison gym or occasionally attending football practice, exercise was always an escape for him. He asks if he can press you like a barbell. Yeah, sure. Why not? April is starving. I am starving. But now I can craft some soup, please. We suffered a blackout. I can't do anything. Right, this game is starting to be enough a bit. An Astro said, "Let there be light." I rerouted some energy from another system to power the emergency lighting module. I also made a joke, Captain. Did you notice? Crewmen aren't happy. Dee is starving. As am I. No, I'm just hungry. Come on, I need more soup. What? Moving around, an inch, micro vibrations. Yeah, let's investigate the phenomenon. Communists again. Empty stomach. Soviets are back. Craft me some soup. that's all I can do. I'm starving.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'll lend them the handbook. That's why I've kept it for so long, and now I'm gonna recycle the communicator, I guess. Hopefully Baby will be back with soup now. For science! Ah, shit. Yesterday, you got your new Alice a handbook, and that finally did it. The comic ship is fully repaired and ready to go, and all you have to do is join the prisoners at the camp. Your mission is over. Baby has completed his wild romp. Baby... Baby kicked the bucket, died from starvation, but... Ah, so close to making everyone survive. Okay, here I am with the prisoners then. And so a small group of crashed astronauts led by Captain Emmett Ellis joined forces with a community of prisoners to repair the comic ship. As the humongous vessel rose off the ground, it was no longer a monument to bondage, but a chariot of freedom instead. While many of the ship's passengers never returned to their original homes, they made new ones all across the galaxy. Captain Ellis's friendship and support helped Dee Dee overcome at least some of her anxieties. She relaxed a little, although her obsession with coffee continued. Getting along with April Angel is an achievement in itself. Being in any sort of personal relationship with April Angel is, well, even April thought it was impossible until she met Emmett, that is. The pair stuck together after their adventures, supporting each other in their endeavors. Emmett made it his priority to find interesting machinery for his partner to work on, for which April showed her gratitude by limiting her anger outburst to a maximum of one per week. Captain Ellis was not happy that Baby didn't get to see the end of the journey. Too bad. He could have taken better care of crewmate Bronco if he really cared. Ah, come off it. It was so close. Empowered by his incredibly unexpected and successful career as an Astro Citizen captain, Emmett has found himself wondering what to do next. His brilliant mind was soon put to good use, and only a few short years later, an improved flavor of canned tomato soup was distributed in all the civilized galaxies. It seems like ages have passed since 4 amateur astronauts left Earth's orbit expecting certain doom. Now the brave survivors looked into the future with renewed optimism. As one tale comes to a close, another begins. Right there, I survived. 68 days. Well, that was nice for a sort of one-time thing, I think. I don't think I'll play this again, but it was okay. So, yeah. Ah. So if I had known more about it, I could have gathered more good stuff in the beginning. Sorry. Oh well, this was alright. Um, but that's enough of that. So thanks for joining me for this mission. I'm gonna go pack, and then tomorrow I leave, and then I'm gone for 2 weeks. I might stream something from over there, but I'm not sure. I don't think I'll have time. We'll see. It's a summer school after all. There will be lots of work. And yeah, thanks for, well, it was a good thing to stream, I think. As I said, I've had a very lonely day, and this helped a little, I think. Anyway, I'll see you around, yeah? Bye.